How is diversity and diversity targets working into the Aviate Academy?
We have committed that 50% of the class of the classes will be women or people of color. Today, only 19% of our pilots at United Airlines are women or people of color. And by the way, from all the data I've seen, that's the highest of any airline in the country.
White males don't just dominate in the cockpits, also in the C-suite at United Airlines.
Well, look, at United, I'm proud of the diversity that we actually have in our C-suite. I think if you look around corporate America.
Correct me if I'm saying, though, so this was just based off your website, the people you list as executives, but out of 11 people, 3 are women. I believe 1 is a person of color.
That's correct. But, in corporate America, I think,
That's a low bar. How do you raise your own bar?
Well, a lot of this is, focusing on it. We have programs one of the things we do is for every job when we're doing an interview, we require women and people of color to be involved in the interview process, bringing people in early in their careers as well, and giving them those opportunities and creating
So I don't know how you really feel about that, but quite frankly, what that United Airlines spokesperson said in the beginning was they don't care what they have to do. Even as far as I'm concerned, if the person isn't qualified or if the person isn't as qualified as a white candidate, let's say a white male, I believe they're going to hire the minority because they're trying to diversify their ranks. And you heard him say, during an interview, they'll have a woman or a person of color in the interview. For what? To make that candidate feel more comfortable? What are we doing as a society when corporate America is basically telling us how things are going to be? Corporate America is telling politicians how things are going to be, whether they like it or not. They are overlooking qualified people because of their skin color. If a white person, woman or man, is more qualified than a black person, woman or man, or any other nationality, if you will, or ethnicity, they're going to hire the minority because they feel it's the right thing to do. So quite frankly, they don't really care about the safety of the people who use their airline. What they care about is looking good in corporate America so people continue to spend money with their airline, whether it's for advertising or shipping or whatever it is they do. They're not concerned about the safety of the American people or people around the world who use their airline. All they care about is how they look. They want the people who get on their aircraft to see all different minorities, all different genders, because we all know they believe that there's more than 2 genders, these woke corporations. But they are the ones that are funneling money, millions and millions of dollars, into political campaigns of candidates who are only trying to get into office for one reason, to push an agenda on the rest of the American people that we don't agree with. We don't care what color the pilot is. We don't care what color the flight attendant is. No one cares. What we care about is when we get on an aircraft, we want to feel comfortable that the people in charge of it are highly qualified and are going to get us from point A to point B without any issues. If they want to have transgender flight attendants, no one gives a shit. Stop pushing this DEI down everyone's throat. This is nothing but woke liberal propaganda that we're seeing for one reason only. And I say this over and over again. The woke liberal politicians are doing all of this for votes, because they know there is no way on God's green earth that these people believe that there's more than 2 genders, or that a black person will be better than a white person, or an Asian person is better than a black person. We are all the same. We are all human beings. But to do these things just to make yourself look good and to make yourself look like you care is absurd. And the sooner these people realize this, the better off we're all going to be. We care about our safety. We care about our pockets, that we have enough money to live. We don't care about corporate structure or DEI. Again, if you can fly the plane and you have some disability, or you say you're something that we don't believe but you think you're it, have a ball. If you're qualified, do the job. But stop this diversity nonsense where you're overlooking qualified candidates because the color of their skin is wrong. That's what this all boils down to. It's all about the way we look, not the way we operate. And they're going to continue this until somebody puts the hammer down on these people and tells them, you need to hire the most qualified candidates. I don't care if their skin color is green. If they have more qualifications than everybody else, that's the person who deserves the job. This is all woke bullshit, and it's being pushed by an administration in Washington for votes. End of story. Bottom line.